Assalamu alaikum students. Good morning grade 2. How are you? Welcome again to a new social studies session. Today inshallah my dear students we are going to start with lesson 1 in term 3. Our topic is about schools in the UAE. By the end of this lesson you will be able to compare schools in the past, present and future, explain how technology changes the way people learn. So, as usual, let us start with key vocabulary, the new words in the lesson. First one, courtyard. It's an unroofed area that is completely or partly enclosed by walls or buildings. Museum, which is a building in which objects of historical, scientific, artistic, or cultural interest are stored and exhibited. Another two words, attended, to be present at an event or meeting. Smartboard, which is an interactive whiteboard developed by smart technologies. And here, can you tell me what tools do you use to learn at school? Put a star beside the ones that you think your parents used. Reading, writing, finding information, making copies, and communication. Check which tools you are using and put stars beside each one. Now let us study about Al-Islah Al-Qasimi School, a school in the past. In the past, in the UAE, most people worked in jobs that didn't need schooling. Parents taught their children everything they need to know. In modern times, most people work in jobs that require education in schools. In 1935, the Al-Islah Al-Qasimi School opened in the Al-Hira district of Sharjah. This is the area. It started by teaching Holy Quran. First thing, Holy Quran in 1935. Then in 1953, the school added other subjects such as science, Arabic, mathematics, and history. It was one of the first in the Gulf region to teach girls. Later, it was moved to a building in the center of Sharjah. Now, the school is a museum. In schools at the time of the Al-Islah Al-Qasimi school, teachers wrote information for students on a blackboard with chalk. Students copied information from the blackboard into their copybooks. Students read their lessons from books. Students sometimes practiced with slates. Slates were small blackboards about the size of a notebook. You can find pictures here about blackboard, slate, and chalk. Now I want you to answer these questions. Why didn't children need to study in schools in the past? Remember what I told you? In the past, in the UAE, most people worked in jobs that didn't need schooling. Parents taught their children everything they need to know. Okay, next, what was the name of the first school on Sharjah? First school on Sharjah, Al-Islah Al-Qasimiyya School. Al-Islah Al-Qasimiyya School. What was taught in the Al-Islah Al-Qasimiyya School when it opened? Yes, in 1935. What was taught in this school? The Holy Quran. Next question. How did the school change in 1953? In 1953, the school added other subjects. First, just Quran. Then in 1953, they added other subjects such as science, Arabic, mathematics, and history. And it was one of the first in the Gulf region to teach girls. Okay, next question. How was information presented to students? Teachers wrote information for students on a board, blackboard with chalks. Student copied information from the blackboard into their copy books. Okay, how many students do you think sat in each desk? Think of this question. How many students do you think? In my opinion, I think 4 students maybe. Now let us check the schools nowadays. Technology in schools in the present. Classrooms today in the UAE are very different than the classrooms of the past. Now, every child must go to school. Schools have lots of classrooms and teachers. Many classrooms have smart boards. A smart board is like a computer screen on the wall controlled by teacher. Students learn by watching videos and listening to their teachers. Sometimes students learn with laptops or tablets instead of books. Laptops and tablets allow students to see their lessons without carrying heavy books to school. In many schools, students learn by using projects and working together in a class. Students must learn how to work together to be successful in life. Now, again, I want you to answer these questions. What is a smart board? A smart board is like a computer screen on the wall controlled by teacher. Why do some students no longer need books? Why? What do you think? Because they are using what? Because students learn with what and what? Laptops and tablets instead of books. Why is learning to work together important for success in life? Why? What do you think, grade 2? When teamwork is effective, communication, collaboration, and combined efforts makes for a better outcome. Everyone brings their skills, talents, and experience together for a common goal. So why it's important? Because you are working together, you are an effective group, you communicate with each other, and you bring your skill and your talent and experience, so you make a successful group. Now, let us read the text about what future classrooms might be like. Miss Sarah talks about her classroom of the future. When I come to my class, I greet robotics. My robot teacher assistant, he takes the attendance in the morning. He answers the questions when I am busy and grades exams. We don't use paper anymore. All work is done on e-notebooks. E-notebooks are like tablets but very thin and light. We don't use books anymore. All the information the students need is in their e-notebooks. They just click on their lessons and they either read or listen to the information. We don't need to take trips anymore. When we want to learn about a place outside the school, we go on a virtual trip. That means the students look at tours of special places on their e-note book. And here, this is your homework. I want you to complete this table. How are classrooms in the past, present, and future the same and different? Complete the table. Use pictures and text to help you. I want you to complete this table in an A4 paper, colored one or white one, and send it to me by email or Horizon. And this is the end of our lesson for today. Thank you, grade 2. Have a nice day.